Hi friends, I'm Eleanor. Welcome back to Nostalgic Home Decor. Today we're setting a summer table that feels fresh, old-fashioned and full of country charm. A cornflower blue cottage table with blue floral dishes, white pitchers, simple linens and those sweet little touches that make a dining room feel loved. By the end of this video, you'll have practical decorating ideas for using blue and white pieces you may already own, what to look for at a flea market, and how to create a summer table that feels pretty without being fussy. Before we begin, I'd love to know, do you have an old blue and white plate, a pitcher, or maybe a little dish from your mother or grandmother that still makes you smile? Today's table is not about buying everything new. It's about using vintage home decor in a way that feels bright, useful, and welcoming. A few good pieces, arranged with care, can make even a small dining corner feel like a gentle summer kitchen makeover. The first thing that gives this table its charm is the colour story. Cornflower blue is softer than navy, a little clearer than dusty blue, and cheerful enough for summer. It works beautifully with white, cream, pale wood, and a touch of garden green. For a cottage table, you don't need every piece to match. In fact, it feels more collected when the blues are slightly different. You might use blue floral dinner plates, a faded blue checked napkin, a blue rimmed serving bowl, and one little transferware dish. The secret is to keep the background simple. A white tablecloth, cream runner, or even a bare honey pine table gives the blue pieces room to shine. This is one of the easiest home decor ideas because colour does most of the work. If your room feels a little tired, a blue and white table setting can freshen the whole space without a big home renovation project. For a practical tip, try setting out your blue pieces on the table first, before adding flowers or accessories. Step back and look at the balance. If all the darker pieces are on one side, move one across the table. It's a small interior design trick, but it makes the table feel calm and cared for. Now let's talk about white pitchers. A white ironstone pitcher, a ceramic cream pitcher, or even a simple farmhouse-style water jug can become the heart of the table. Pitchers are wonderful because they are both useful and decorative. You can fill one with summer flowers, use one for iced tea, or leave a smaller one near the plates for cream, dressing, or lemon water. That is the kind of farmhouse decor I love, pretty but still practical. For this Cornflower Cottage table, imagine one tall white pitcher in the center with blue cornflowers, white daisies, and a few sprigs of greenery. Around it, you might place two smaller pitchers, but not lined up too perfectly. Let them feel gathered over time, like pieces brought home from a church sale, a flea market, or your own kitchen cupboard. If your table is small, use one pitcher instead of three. Small kitchen ideas matter too, especially for homes where the dining table shares space with the farmhouse kitchen. A single white pitcher with blue flowers can give you that same cottage style without crowding the plate. And here's a simple kitchen storage idea. When pitchers are not being used on the table, display them on an open shelf or inside a glass front cabinet. Grouping white pitchers together keeps them from looking random, and it makes your farmhouse kitchen feel intentional. Blue floral dishes are the stars of this table, but they can become overwhelming if every plate, bowl, napkin and flower is competing for attention. A good rule is to mix pattern with quiet pieces. If your dinner plates have a bold blue floral design, use plain white salad plates. If your plates are mostly white with a small blue rim, then a patterned napkin or floral serving bowl can add interest. This is a helpful decorating idea for anyone who loves old dishes but doesn't have a full set. You can mix blue willow, delicate floral china, spongeware, and simple white ironstone if you give the table a repeating colour. Blue and white become the thread that ties everything together. Look at your own cupboards with fresh eyes. That one odd plate you never know how to use may be perfect under a small bowl. A lonely saucer can hold butter pats, lemon slices, salt, or little wrapped candies. A shallow blue dish can become a place for napkin rings or teaspoons. This is what collected, not cluttered decorating means. Every item has a little job. It may be beautiful, but it also earns its place. Around this point, I'd love for you to tell me in the comments, do you prefer matching dishes, or do you enjoy mixing old plates and bowls to make your own cottage table story? Linens can change the whole feeling of a table. For this blue floral summer dining look, think of cotton, linen, or vintage style fabric with a light hand. A white tablecloth gives the table a clean cottage feeling. A blue checked runner feels more farmhouse. Soft cream napkins with a tiny embroidered edge feel old-fashioned and special, but not too fancy. If you have heirloom linens, this is a lovely time to bring them out. Many of us keep pretty linens tucked away because we are afraid of staining them, but sometimes using the pieces is what keeps the memory alive. You can always layer a washable runner over a delicate tablecloth, or use vintage napkins in a bread basket instead of at each place setting. For affordable home upgrades, linens are one of the best places to start. You do not need to redo a whole room. A fresh runner, folded napkins, and a few blue ribbons tied around plain white napkins can make a summer dining table feel new again. One practical home organization tip is to keep seasonal linens together. Store blue summer napkins, checked runners, and light tablecloths in one basket or drawer. Then, when you want to decorate, you are not searching all over the house. A summer cottage table needs something from the garden, even if it is only a few stems in a little jar. Cornflowers are perfect for this theme, but you can also use daisies, chamomile, bachelor buttons, lavender, or small white roses. Keep the flowers low enough that people can see across the table. A dining table should invite conversation, not hide the person sitting across from you. For a fuller look without spending much, mix flowers with greenery. A few sprigs of mint, basil, fern, or boxwood can make a small bouquet look charming. You might tuck a tiny sprig beside each napkin, or place a little blue and white saucer under a glass jar of flowers. This is also where you can add natural texture. A woven bread tray, a pale wood cutting board, or a small rattan charger under the centerpiece can keep the blue and white from feeling too polished. Cottage style should feel loved and lived with, not like a store display. The key is to leave breathing room. Let the plates, glasses, and serving pieces have space. A table can be full of beauty and still feel easy to use. The final layer is what gives the table heart. Maybe it is your mother's white sugar bowl, a little blue dish from a vacation, or a picture that came from a neighbour's yard sale years ago. These pieces make a house feel personal. For serving, keep things simple. A white platter with sliced pound cake, a blue bowl of berries, a small dish of butter, and a pitcher of lemonade would be just right. Nothing has to be grand. In fact, the most memorable tables are often the ones that feel relaxed. This kind of vintage home decor is really about hospitality. It says, "Come sit for a while." It says, "I saved a pretty plate for you." It says, "This home is cared for." And that is the beauty of the Cornflower Cottage table. It gives you colour, charm, and practical decorating ideas. But it also brings back the feeling of summer afternoons, open windows, clean linens, and family gathered around something simple. I hope today's blue floral summer table gave you a few ideas you can use in your own home. Maybe with a white picture from your cupboard, a blue plate from the china cabinet, or a tablecloth you haven't used in years. If you enjoyed this visit, please give the video a like, subscribe to Nostalgic Home Decor, and leave me a comment telling me what blue and white treasure you would place on this table. I always love hearing your memories and decorating ideas. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, may your home feel bright, cared for, and full of the little things that make you smile.